जरा कभी मेरी नजर।
You were crying, sitting on the corner and begging for your father to stop hitting someone. You rushed to stop him, but he pushed you away and was about to hit you when you blinked and saw the vase in your hand. Your injured mom was lying in the pool of blood. She lay unconscious in front of you. You crawled to her and checked her pulse. She was not breathing. Wine, Mom, don't leave me. Please, stay alive. Don't die on me, Mom. You begged her, but she was gone. You screamed at your father, who was standing there in grief and guilt. You hit him with a tiny fist, but he grabbed them and says, Wine, father, you killed your mother, Wine. Your eyes widened when he said that, as you don't know what he meant. Wine, no, it wasn't me. It was you. Don't blame me. Suddenly everything went blank and someone shook you. You wide open your eyes and found yourself in bed, getting shaken by your new mom. You tightly hugged her, as after that accident your father committed suicide, and you had to go to an orphanage. Now you live with a well-settled family with a nice mom and dad, but you still think about your past all the time. She wiped away your tears and said, Wine, Mom, I had a nightmare. Wine, Mom, it's fine, I'm with you. Calm down, it's not true, okay? Just get dressed up, okay? Dad is waiting for us. You sniff and nod before leaving to the washroom and get dressed up. At the dining table, you saw your father smile at you as usual and pat your head before you settled beside him. You saw he was pretending to be happy. You can tell it well, as he usually never smiled at Vine. Vine, did something happen that you can tell me? You have done a lot for me. Maybe I will be able to help you. Vine, father, oh, my daughter has grown up well. I want to be. Don't worry, dear. There is nothing to worry about. You smile and nod and finish your food before getting up to leave for college. You have to go alone today, as your father couldn't pay the guards anymore. When your mother sighs and says, Why, Mom, honey, why don't you just tell her? Why, Father, how can I tell her? She is still a child. I can't hand her to someone just because I wanted to save my company from being bankrupt. They both didn't know that you were hearing their conversation from the corridor. You sang and went out. Why, is that why you were sad, Dad? Your father eyes widened when he heard your voice. He turned and sang. Why, Father, it's a bad habit to eavesdrop on the conversation, honey. Why, but I can't see you sad. Dad, what is? Please tell me. Why, Father, I don't want you to get involved in this, daughter. Not after what you have suffered from. Why, you heal me, Dad. I don't care about anything. I will do anything for you, even if it costs my life. Your father hugs you and says, Why, Papa, don't you say something like that. I will never put you in danger. Actually, the thing is that there is a man named John Jungkook. Knew him for a quite long time. When I asked him for help, he said that if I want him to sign the contract, I have to marry off with him. But I don't want to do that against your will. Why, sure, Dad, I can do that much after what you have done for me. Why, Father, no, I don't want you to do that for me. Why, it's fine, Dad, trust me, even if I don't love him. Love can happen after marriage as well. Why, Father, I don't know what to say. If you are really serious, I will start a date for you both soon. Why, okay, Dad, now smile, and a real one. Your father smiled and kissed your forehead, and then you left for college. On the way to college, you felt someone's eyes on you. You turned and saw a man in a car was looking at you. You gulped and hurriedly left from there. When that man stopped the car in front of you, you got scared and were about to run when that man called your name. You turned and asked, Fine, how did he know my name? How can I not know such an important name? You get confused when he opens the door and comes out. You were looking like a kitty in front of a tiger-like figure. Myself, John Jungkook. Your eyes widen when you hear John, and you realize that he is the one whom you have to marry. Why, are you the one whom I have to? You get cut off and he pull you in the car with him. Jungkook, let's go for a date. I don't want to waste my time. You were so confused. Well, he just took you somewhere. He took you out to a restaurant while you stayed quiet and confused, trying to judge him. When he pulled a seat for you, you settled down and looked at him innocently. Jungkook, what are you staring at? Why, I didn't expect you to show up like this, and why are these men around us? Jungkook, those are my guards, so you want to do anything stupid, so should we settle the day of wedding? Why are you in so rush? Jungkook, because I can't wait. Maybe I love you so much. Why, it's our first meeting. How can it be? Jungkook, I know you for a long time. It's you who is seeing me for the first time. Leave it and order whatever you want to eat. You took the menu and saw where dishes were so expensive. You gulped and searched for something cheaper. You put your whole face on the menu. You pulled the menu away from you and said, Jungkook, no need to pressure that much. Let me order something then. Why, no, leave it. I'm full. I had my breakfast. I'm not hungry at all. We can, just talk, Jungkook. About what? Why, about your likes and dislikes? Jungkook, I don't like anything. I just like my work. Why, it's good to like work. Why do you want to marry me? Jungkook, no reason. I do what I like. If I want to marry, I will. If I want to divorce, I will get it, and no one can stop me because all everything want is money. You look at him with disappointment and get up. Fine, I guess I should leave now. Jungkook, this fast, at least have something. You sigh and just leave from there while he continued to watch you. He rolled his eyes and take his cigarette out. A few days passed, and he was still confused about Jungkook's words as he seemed so full of himself who just wanted to do as he liked. You suddenly hear your mother crying. You went to see. They both were stressed that your father was going to get bankrupt. Now you gulp as you hadn't said yes for marriage. You went in front of them and said, Fine, Mom, Dad, I'm ready for the marriage with Jungkook. Fine, Father, no daughter. If you don't think he's the right one, don't do that. It's fine. If I go to jail, I will try to commit suicide so you and your mother can have insurance money. Why, no, Dad, I'm serious. No more crying from now on. You look at your phone and dial Jungkook's number. When he didn't pick up your call, you went to his house for a visit, but he was not there either, so the maids took you to his room to wait. When you entered there, you saw his room was painted in same color as your old house, where you get your bad memories from. You start breathing heavily as that scene flashed in front of you. You grab your hairs and fall down. You looked toward the door and saw light. Coming from there, you crawled there and opened the door just to find your photo and your father's photo and your ex-father photo there, which made you confused. You stand up in confusion and take a close look. The two saw cut on them. You gulp and move back when you hear footsteps coming toward the room. You quickly rush out and close the room door. When Jungkook entered the room, he saw you on bed sniffing. He get confused and walked toward you. Jungkook, may I know what are you doing here after running away from a date that day? You were lost for words when suddenly he shook you and he come back to reality. Jungkook, I'm asking something, woman. Fine, I'm ready for the marriage. He smirked and nodded before settling beside you and dialing that number. Jungkook, start the preparation now. I want everything to be perfect. You were looking at him with so many questions. Time skipped to the wedding day. You walked toward the altar looking so beautiful while Jungkook has no reaction on his face. You stand beside him and continue to look down. Soon the ceremony started, and you both took your vows. It wasn't time for him to kiss you. You were so nervous you grabbed the back of your neck and kissed your lips, making your eyes widen. He quickly pulled away and wiped his lips. Your lower lip was bleeding because of his bite. After the ceremony, you was with your father when Jungkook grabbed your hand and said, Jungkook, little wife, we should go home now. It's already time. You look at your parents, who just known, and then you walked away with Jungkook. In the car, there was a dead silence while you were staring at him anxiously. Edward didn't know what he was planning with your family in the past. You were having bad feeling about it as much as you know that he was targeting you. Maybe he wanted to kill you. Jungkook, what's up with you? I know I'm handsome. Why, you are so mysterious. I'm confused. Jungkook, you don't have to know me. Why, can I ask something? Jungkook, go ahead, don't waste time. Why, I know nothing about you. And tell me where your parents are. You saw him clenching his fist and slamming the seat beside him. Jungkook, they are dead, and you better not mess with that, or I'm going to. He sang and told the driver to stop the car. Jungkook, take her home. I'm going somewhere. I will be back soon. Before you could object, he just stepped from there. In the mansion, maids took you to the separate room. You quickly changed your clothes and peeked out from the room to went to his room as he wanted to clear a few things. When you saw no one was around, you rushed to the corridor. Toward his room, you entered his room in a rush and went toward the door just to find it locked. You took out the bobby pin and tried to open it, and thankfully it worked. You opened the door just to find a knife there. You gulped and shut the door in fear, realizing that maybe he's planning to kill you today. Why, what I'm afraid of, when I was the one who said yes. You wiped the tears from your face and rushed out, only to lock the door again. But before you could leave, the door of his room started opening. You gulped and see him entering. He came and looked at you. Jungkook, so desperate to be near me, aren't you? Why, I just got some question to ask you. He didn't respond and came deadly close to you. And you fell back onto the bed. You gulped when he hovered to you. Why, what are you trying to do? Jungkook, answer me one question. Why are you so desperate to know about me? Before you could answer, he got the call. He looked at his phone, then he said, Jungkook, I will deal with you later. I have to go now. You follow him outside and hear his conversation. Jungkook, I'm going to do that tonight. You don't have to worry. Her life doesn't matter to me. She's just a way for me to make my father's life miserable. Tears rolled from your eyes as you doubt what's actually right. You couldn't think straight. Why you want revenge from your father and you? You saw him going somewhere. Instead of his room, you want to follow him, but stopped knowing that if you doubted, it was going to be worse, so you just left your room and tried to sleep, hoping to stay alive. You lay in bed trying to sleep, but your mind was fixed on that. But what if your life is going to end today? You know you just managed to keep your father safe from going jail, but you don't want to die, at least not after knowing that your own husband is planning to kill you on the first night. The door of the room opened, and you shut your eyes in fear. It was Jungkook who entered the room. You lightly opened your eyes, not enough for him to notice, just to find a silencer in his hand. You clenched on your bedsheet and turned your back to him, looking him in the mirror, punching a gun at you, and was about to shoot you, but then he moved back and left from there. You sang in relief, but was confused that why he didn't shoot you. Maybe he changed his mind, or maybe he knew you were awake. He continued to settle there, beside you, watching. You're back. You didn't even realize when you fell asleep as you looked at the wallpaper on his phone and pointed the gun at you again. When you suddenly started so sad. Why, don't leave me. Please stay by my side. No, please, Dad, stop it. He frowned and shook you to wake you up, but instead you grab his hand and cry. You tried to put it away, but your grip on him was so tired, so he let you cry on his chest. The next morning you wake up with a headache and find yourself alone in a room and alive.